Hi, and welcome to Healing from Within. I'm Carrie and I'm the creator of the Healing from Within community. My question today to you is do you struggle to get over past trauma? Do you struggle with the memories and with being able to truly heal and let go of all past hurts and failures and traumatic experiences and letdowns? Um, or have you been able to truly find healing and forgiveness and freedom? You know, that's something that I've been really thinking about lately. I've been watching a lot of podcasts. Um, I've been listening to a lot of these interviews by the School of Greatness with Lewis Howes, and I've really been getting a lot from his teachings and from all the different people that he's been interviewing, some experts in this area, and experts in depression, in brokenness, and in trauma, and in the brain. And I've just been really grasping all of this and applying a lot of this to my life, and asking myself a lot of questions, a lot of good questions of what I need to still deal with. So, you know, I'm here sharing my journey with you and sharing that I'm still on the journey, but I've come so far that I'm so excited about the healing that's already happened in my life that I want to share it with everybody. And sometimes it's difficult because I just want everybody to experience the healing that I've experienced. I want everyone to know that you can be free. I want everyone to know that we can turn our life completely around, that I get very passionate about it. And sometimes when others don't feel that or can't see that or don't want to listen to these podcasts when I told them to listen to them, you know, or what I advise them to, you know, or when I share with them all the keys and tools that I've found to heal, and they're like, don't want to listen, they don't want to even try. It's quite frustrating because I just want the world to heal and to know that there is a way to heal. Because honestly, if I can heal, anyone can. If I can turn my life around, then anybody can. And so I'm just very passionate about sharing about this. And I've been watching a whole podcast by Lewis Howes, where he was talking with an expert on trauma, and it was very enlightening. It even made me question myself, like, am I ready to share my journey? Should I be sharing? Am I healed enough? Where am I on this journey? And I feel like, yeah, I should be sharing. Yeah, I should be helping others, because you know what? So many people are still stuck the same way as I was. And even though I'm still on the journey, because I think we always will be, we'll always be finding things that we didn't realize was still there, we didn't realize would still trip us up, you know. So we're always going to be evolving and working on ourselves, but the key is be working on yourself. And right now I'm writing another little book on taking back your power, because I've realized all the things that stops us from healing and taking back our power and keeping us in them past traumas and that memory, and by our thoughts and reliving the memory and not going deep inside and healing the past trauma and healing the childhood events or the things we saw or the abuse or the nasty things that happened to us. You know, I've realized that we still need to acknowledge things that happened, and we can't deny that sometimes people use their free will to do bad things or say bad things, or you know, or put things upon us. But we can acknowledge them but not let them affect us, and we can heal from everything that has affected us by healing that memory, by training our thoughts. You know, I share with you all the different people that I found, all the different keys that I found, and one of the big thing is neuroscience. You know, like these experts on the brain, they've done so many tests and so much research on what happens to your brain when you deal with a trauma, when you deal with negativity, when you deal with brokenness, when you deal with like these dark thoughts all the time in your mind. And they've done so much research on it, so they can teach on that, but they also show the way to reverse and heal it. So my question is do you want to stay stuck in your trauma? You know, I have found that, and I think that there might have been a part of me once who was a little like this myself, you know, is like when someone's hurt us so bad and put on as a horrible thing, like they've abused, taken away your innocence, broken you by betrayal or by abuse, you know, physical abuse, sexual abuse, whatever it is. Sometimes that trauma needs you to forgive them and forgive yourself. Like sometimes it's forgiving yourself because you hold yourself accountable, like I shouldn't have been there, or I shouldn't have stayed in that relationship this long, or I shouldn't have allowed someone to speak to me and treat me like that. Or, you know, forgiving them is like you feel like it's letting them off the hook because what they did was so horrific and bad. But you know what I've discovered is not letting them off the hook, because they still have to live with what they did, and whatever happens to them and whatever they did is their responsibility. But you know something, forgiveness lets you be free, lets me be free. I had to really learn that one. Is like it's forgiving all those people that's really, really hurt me in life. And there was some which was harder than the other. You know, some was smaller things so I could let it go and forgive. But some was horrific things and bad things. But you know what? Forgiving and releasing them released them from my mind, my memories, my heart, released the hold, the power they had over me, released the trauma. I was able to go and heal the wounds of the trauma, but then release them and forgive them so that I didn't think about them anymore. Because you know, when you've got unforgiveness and you're mad at someone and you're really bitter towards someone, you think about it all the time. And when you think about it, you relive it. When you relive it, you know the damage it's doing to your brain, the darkness, the capacity to be able to function properly, to heal properly, to have the to just have the strength to be able to change your life, to make good decisions, is really a lot harder if you keep reliving those things. So when you're angry at someone and you're angry about the events that's happened and you keep thinking about them, one, you relive them all the time, so they're doing so much damage, but also those memories can get bigger and can change as well. And so you know what, releasing them, healing from them, forgiving actually releases you. Because think about it, they don't care about you. That person that hurt you don't even give you a second thought. So the longer you give them a second thought, you're allowing them to be in your mind and have power over you. And so that's been a big thing I've been really going into lately, is by taking back your power in every area in your thought patterns. So I've told you lots of times my morning routine, I wake up and straight away, as soon as I start to think about something, straight away I stop myself and start speaking out gratitude. And I keep trying to train my mind to be grateful all the time, because it does something to your mind. If you keep speaking it out, it actually trains your mind to think positive rather than negative. So I'm doing it for that reason, not because of anything else really. It's because I want to train my mind to be positive, to think about the good, not the bad. So every morning I wake up and I'm like, thank you for my home, because there's a time I didn't have one. So thank you, I am so grateful for my home. I am so grateful for my family. I'm so grateful for my children. I'm so grateful for this day. I'm so grateful for the beautiful beach and the ocean and the sand. And I'm so grateful for this fresh air. I'm so grateful for the sunshine. And I just constantly saying all the things I'm grateful for. And I also do that through the day, especially if I feel like all of a sudden something's happened which was negative, or which was just designed to take me, into a negative path, because we have things around us, and not everybody's on the same journey as us either. And sometimes even we can watch the news and it can make us feel a bit down. So, as soon as I start to feel something, I start saying it again, just repeating it, because I'm trying to train myself to be very positive, to think positive, to feel positive. And the more you do it, the more you heal, the more this stuff starts to heal and go out of your mind, and you're not thinking about the other stuff. I'm not saying we don't heal the trauma, because we do. There's I've been hearing a lot lately about trauma therapy, not just normal therapy, but trauma therapy. There's a whole new way of doing it. And a family member was telling me about that. They went through this whole process of a trauma therapy and how life-changing it was. So I do believe that you're supposed to go get the healing you need, But the thing is get on the journey. Start the journey wherever you're at. If you're right at the start and you need to face it and say, yes, I'm still broken. Yes, I need healing, and go seek out the trauma therapy. And actually, I'm feeling like, there's a few areas in my life that came up recently that I've realized still has an impact and trips me up sometimes. So I've actually been seeking out this myself and starting to look this up, and trying to find even if I can get into some kind of program just to deal with the things that I still find might come and trip me up, because I want an amazing, abundant life. I feel like if I'm going to live in this world, which there was a point where I didn't want to, and I have to say, a point where I didn't want to face the day. I didn't want to live each day. But you know what? I feel like if I've got to face it, if I'm going to face the day, if I'm going to live in this world, then I'm going to live it to the full, and I'm going to heal. I'm not going to live it being broken every day and stuck in depression and stuck in past trauma. I'm going to heal. And so I've come a long way, but I found recently that there was a couple of things that still tripped me up. So what did I do? I started researching straight away. I started figuring out how I'm going to not allow that to trip me up anymore. And so for me, that gratitude thing and the daily affirmations, I write them down in my journal. The daily affirmations, the things that I want to say over myself, to reprogram my mind. Because one of my big things was confidence and a self-hatred, which is an awful thing to have, but I had no self-esteem, and it's still something I'm working on. I'm still on that journey, but if you'd seen me a few years back, you'd see a completely different person today. So my self-esteem was that big from different traumas that had happened and from being treated rotten and stuff. But, obviously I take ownership, because I know that I allowed that, and because my mind was so negative that if I'm going to self-talk all this negative stuff about myself, then nobody else is going to say anything nice about me. People respond to your speech and your thoughts and your aura, your energy field. So obviously I was putting that out in the world because my confidence and my self-esteem was so low. So that's something I've been working on too. So I say the daily affirmations. I write them in my little book, my daily affirmations. I just jot them down and I speak them out loud over myself. And as I'm speaking them out over myself, I'm changing my brain. My brain's listening. to what I'm speaking. So if I'm saying, I am smart, I am beautiful, I am loved, I am positive. If I'm saying these things constantly, my brain's listening. And so these are the things what's changed my life, is just by doing these little hacks every morning, and quieting my mind, trying to do some meditation to quiet my mind. So there's lots of different things, and I've shared with you all my different things I've done on my journey, and the different people that I follow with their inspirational videos and podcasts, and some amazing teachers. I usually try and post them on my Healing From Within Facebook page. I post all the videos that I watch on there, just so that everybody else can see and watch them. I get so much from them. So I haven't got all these answers. I'm getting them from different sources and different people, and from God, the universe. I'm working my hardest to be aligned and to be able to listen for myself too. So that's why, I'm still in my mind, and trying to do some meditation. And as I'm aligning myself, I'm listening to what the universe has to say to me, what God has to say to me, and I know that He leads me to all the right podcasts, because I'm constantly finding new contents and new people, and the things that I really need to hear, so I trust that I'm on the right path. And I'm asking you, please join me on this journey. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and come and join me on this journey of healing from deep within, and we can do it together, and we can share our keys and tools with each other, and motivate each other to heal from deep within. So until next time, I'll see you soon. Bye.